Hey friends, it's Joe Soto. Hope you're doing well. So I put together this cost of waiting analysis, which I thought was super cool. It gives us a breakdown of some different options in regards to purchasing a home, right? And I think what we're really trying to figure out is it a good time to time the market? Where's the market at? What's it doing? And so I ran through a couple of different scenarios for us just to kind of let us compare. So here's where we are right now. And these are all based on a 700 purchase price. So at a 700 purchase price, assuming 5% down, let's assume 5.25 interest rate, you're looking at a payment of $4,639. That is based off of, I pulled that rate from the Freddie Mac weekly survey. So if you Google Freddie Mac rates, this weekly survey is going to comes out every Thursday. Shows you they're at 5.25. This is actually assuming 20% down and a little bit of points, but I wanted to try to keep it simple for us for right now. So that's where the 5.25 comes from. Then we have a couple of different scenarios, a couple of the what ifs out there, right? So what if in a year, so this is saying you're waiting 12 months, rate values go up. So this is assuming a 5% increase in value, and rates also went up. So rates go up a point because the Fed's going to be raising the federal funds rate. If you look according to a couple of the different experts, they're anticipating property values to go up anywhere from 10% to 5%. So I tend to be more conservative. I use the lowest number, and this is assuming a 5% return increase in value. So if the property were to go up and rates were to go up, that $700,000 house now costs $5,300. So that payment is going to go up almost $700 for you. So that's scenario one. Scenario two is if you believe, hey, I think interest rates are going to go down. I think values will keep going up because inventory is really low if you've been out there looking at homes. Inventory is super low. That's going to continue to move properties up incrementally. Values go up, but rates go down. Then that essentially is a lower payment, right? You'd be looking at you'd be looking at about $100 more in monthly payment. If that rate would actually have to drop, and I'll plug this in for you. So you can see if the rate dropped to 4%, that would then be a $4,300 payment. So it would be lower if the rate dropped to 4. If the rate dropped to 4.5, boom, that payment's about $4,500. So we would need that payment, the rates to drop to about 4.5, right? Which, again, with the inflation and with everything going on with the Fed and their balance sheets, this is highly unlikely. I don't think there's many people predicting this, but again, this would put you in a situation where the values, where it would make sense for you to wait it out. The next option is if rates go up, but values come down. So that $700,000 house now goes down 5%. Again, looking at supply and demand, you would need a lot of the buyers to go out in order for inventory to go up. If you look at the last 7 or 8 recessions, we've only had one, which was the Great Recession, where there was more inventory, right? Where it was so much inventory and low qualifying, low demand. That's what drove prices down. But if prices drove down 5%, that $700,000 house now costs $665, but rates have continued to go up, right? We've seen rates go up. So at that point, you're looking at a higher rate. Now that payment is $4,800 compared to where we are now at $4,600. You're $160 more a month on that option. So I think it's one of these things where we can't time the market. We don't know what's going to happen, but I like to look at these different scenarios because I think any of these could play out, right? And in most cases, the one piece that we don't know is we don't know what the interest rates are going to do at all. But what we can secure today is the value of the property today. And so I really look back at 2016, 17, 18, when people thought that they were buying at the height and they were buying at 5 and 6% interest rates. and they thought, oh my gosh, this is the worst. And now they look back and that house at 700 is worth 900. And they're so thankful that they did it. And so I look at it and say, look, if you can afford the house right now and you could afford the payment, historically, real estate doesn't lose. Historically, over time, you're going to be in a better position 5, 10, 15 years from now than you are today because you own that house and you stopped paying rent, or you got out of that condo and moved up into the single family, or you got into more bedrooms, right? Like, you're going to win on that deal 99 out of 100 times. Um, and so I really think it's a great investment. So trying to time the market is very difficult. So if you have a specific scenario you want me to run, shoot me an email, Joe Soto Team, or give me a call, 714-820-1535. But I hope this is helpful because, again, I think when you look at the numbers, you can say, hey, you know what? I don't know if this is perfect today, and it's higher than what it was a year ago, but I think it's going to be better than where it is going to be in 12 months. So hope this helps, and I hope you have an amazing day.